Guys, let's welcome Ambassador Jeff. Ambassador Jeff is just right behind us here. So let's welcome him, guys. If you're like, please share this program. Yeah, good evening, bro.
Brother, what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm very, very good, bro. How are you?
We kind of working from a tight angle these days, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I just shared the broadcast on the NSV link so that they can watch if they want to.
So yeah, we are not really. Let's just take it easy with them today, anyway. Well, we have to analyze what happened, and not only to the NSB, we also look at the way forward to Nigeria.
The way forward, yeah.
Yes, also we look at what is going on in Nigeria now. You know, we find out that in Delta State, we find a young boy was killed by SARS. You know, we have to look onto these things. You know, because I find that
Nigeria. My brother, you see, my last broadcast, I said to the African that the African has too many diseases that we are curing. Not just only COVID-19, but there are some deadly disease that we cannot fix at the moment. Every 10 seconds, there's a rape in South Africa. Every 10 minutes, there's someone is kidnapped in Nigeria. And every 5 minutes, SARS was killing somebody in Delta and in Edo State. And the question everybody asks is that, is there SARS in the northern state of Nigeria?
No,
we have never recorded any incident of SARS killing in the north.
Yeah, you know, what Buhari is doing, we don't know if he's actually wanting the country to be together or they are moving towards dividing the country. And Bishop Adebo made a statement. You know, he said, if Nigeria is not restructuring very fast, that the country is moving to division. Obasanjo have been saying this for a long, long time, that Nigeria is heading to division. And is Buhari doing anything good to repair this country? I understand this SARS is all for crime. They are invented for crime. They are invented for serious criminal activities.
Then Buhari is as a president, he want to do something that when he leaves, the country will be very difficult to manage.
Okay.
That's what my thought of thinking is going towards. Not that Mimba doesn't know what to do, but he believes the Northerners has ruled. So handling a peaceful government to the south or the Midwest or whatever who is going to take over the matter of power, they want to leave an immense job for them to do. So that's my thinking. I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but that's my vision, that this man, he cares about it. And the Yorubas are agitating that the pressurizing Pulivan masterminder to support Osinbajo for presidency. But the question is, Osinbajo cannot even preach a sermon in a church. How is he going to be able to rule the country of 200 million? That is the truth, bro. If he can preach, how come he's so silent? Only when there is the issue of corruption, his name appears. His names appear in Magu. His names appear in his book.
Oh man!
Millions. The watchdog, his name appear on it. The whistleblower, his name appears on it. So how come when there's corrupt cases, his name's constantly appearing on it, and you want to hand over the matter of power to such person who does not have the fear of God in his mind? He only has the fear of man.
So Osinbajo being a pastor, you reckon that he's very weak, he's not doing the right thing?
Osinbajo is not a pastor, he was a church goer. You know, when you still attend churches for so long, and because you have a little bit of education and money, people begin to reckon with you, and they just cram him, make him a pastor. I don't see, if he really read theology, he should have the fear of God, not the fear of man.
That's right. Yeah, that's definitely good. Yeah, what you are saying now, it makes sense to me.
Finished. That's just a minute. Yeah.
Just we try to recognize the presence of Ijo youth candidates. We thank you, Ms. Agumagu Mabo. We thank you for calling in tonight's program, and we recognize you. We recognize other people that comes in. We recognize a lot of people that call in. So, bro, I hope if you won your election, I hope if you won your election, you will call in one of our program. We're actually rooting for you to win the election in your youth community something. So if you want it, we'll bring in Lawube and we'd like you to talk about it. And we also see that we also structure to help you guys work on to if there's any way the Australia can help you guys too, So we're so much key to see that you take over leadership in Nigeria. We're so keen to see that happen. So, bro, we wish you very best, and I hope you win it. Ambassador Jeff, do you want to say anything to this guy? He's running for.
I'm trying to remove the cluster on the video. I don't know why it's blocked.
Oh, sorry.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. I can see you.
Okay,
Oh man, I missed this election posted. Where are you? I missed it so much. Where are you? You have been working, Shut the bank down. Shut the bank down. Start working for Lawube.
Molale Fumilayo. How are you, my sister? I guess everybody's watching from the link I just posted from the NSB. Now let's get the ball rolling. It's better people to understand what we stand for. Thank everybody for watching. We're trying to do a little bit of analysis about the recent Independence Day celebration right here in Victoria and what happened in Nigeria and the implication of SARS in the southern part of Nigeria. So someone mentioned you in a comment. That's okay. Thank you, everybody that's going to be watching. So, Mr. Lawrence, let the show begins.
Okay, guys. Guys, like you say, we had
Alistair said it. See me clearly.
Guys, like Jeff was saying, we had a very wonderful independent, and Wickham was part of the organizing committee. But during the program, a lot of things happens. According to the the organizers, not how it planned. We went at the plan, but at the time, things begin to go sour.
First of all, the organizer. One thing I find very, very awkward about the whole setup is every time somebody posts a comment on the platform, you hear "Thank you, TC, thank you, TC, thank you, TC, thank you, TC," and I begin to wonder what is the essence of this thank you, and all the thank you were not delivered on the Independence Day celebration. Now, going online has a lot of ramifications. If you want to put the whole people online and broadcast live on Facebook and to the rest part of the world, telling people who you are without having the fear of being humiliated. You see, when we do talk shows, there are a lot of things people want to see. People want to see you make mistakes so that it become a talk of the town. Now, the Independence Day celebration here, the agendas they set up were not posted to anybody. They only have that agenda to themselves. That is where the issue started falling apart. And then the issue of the bullying that were taking place, people were swearing, using all sort of unnecessary words that were not supposed to. The issue of conflict of interest that we're talking about, all those things should have been addressed before going online. They would have set up a board of committee to look into it, whatever they were coming to present online. Those were not done. It is easy said and done to go online and tell the whole world that this is who we are. But if you don't have that fear of God in you, and you only have the respect for a man, you are bound to fail.
Yeah.
So NSV, at the point they get it right, but when my fellow ambassador begins to use rhetorics, uncalled for rhetorics, trying to show
that ambassador? Are they king? Are they? Is that are they? Are
it's
they
an
some,
ambassador. Yeah, it's ambassador for peace.
really?
I respect him. I respect what he stands for. I respect the organization he represents. But there's some instances that went wrong that day. I quickly have to step in so that you can hear my voice from the other end in order for the show to continue. But the idea of you coming online and just throw some vulgar language on people, that I don't support that. That is not what we represent. What we represent is to bring peace to the people, to make sure the conscience of the people are clearly defined, are clearly stated, and make sure everyone is enjoying where we come there for. The fact that the moderator and the organizer did not put anybody in loop about how the activities and everything they were coming there to do, that's one of the places they were laxes. And the person that organized the artists also blow a wrong trumpet. The flyer says DJ Friday from the Sudanese community, and then DJ Wise was playing it. When they changed things around, they did not circulate the information to the people that things are changed.
Oh yeah, there's somebody. Okay, that DJ, yes. No, I thought that DJ, yes. We didn't play that,
So,
Yeah.
DJ Friday is the Sudanese community. Nigerians have a lot of DJs here. I'm not trying to discriminate. He's a black man. Whenever you see a black man, he's an African. You don't ask him where he comes from. But when the issue of identity comes, we have to try to identify ourselves as a Nigerian, not as an ethnic group. But putting on a flyer of a National Independence Day celebration with a DJ from another community, when you have enough DJ in your community, it was a big lapse on the person who did that. We were trying to question it, but they were saying, no, this is not the final flyer, this is not the final flyer. Whereas they were trying to surprise us when they released that flyer, and they surprised themselves. And then the issue of Ibu that were humiliated that day.
Yeah.
Ibu already said to the people that he's not going to be available. He have a show going on. And then I see no reason why he was still going to the telephone to address a whole organization via a mobile phone when a code link was sent to him. Having known that he's engaged, they shouldn't have bring him online at all. So that his respect would have still be there. The fact that he did not show up, the respect would have still be there, intact. To bring somebody on the mobile phone and everybody was shouting and people that were abusing, was completely uncalled for. Completely uncalled for. That guy is a celebrity. We all understand. But in that forum that day, the independence celebration, bringing Ibu into it was completely uncalled for. Chison, the host, one of the hosts, is a comedian. They would have even asked her to do some comedy. We have great comedians in this country.
Yeah, I actually thought about that. But when they say she's a co-host, my mind is like maybe she will, bring some of her funny thing, inside. Yeah, she's a comedian. That's true. Yeah,
she's
that's
a comedian. And I still noticed they were bringing Ibu. When is the artist here going to grow? Thank God they were able to bring Wallace in. They brought King Okoro, who blew nearly everybody apart. And Currency Baba, they failed to bring that guy in from Sydney because that guy was being lined up. At the time they called Ibu was supposed to be the last act of the night. They bypassed Currency to go to Ibu, and Currency has to go offline.
Yeah, but I think because according to things, it's because Ibu is like running out of time or something. He just wanted him to appear. Unfortunately, the network was so freezing. When you're talking about the blame, I'll probably take part of the blame too, because the thing is that there comes a time the whole things begin to crack.
You see, in this country, we have showbiz organizers. We represent the people. When show business came into Australia, it came into Melbourne. I can say I was the first person. Me, Carlos, DJ Rasta, and West Side Connection were the only people doing live shows in this place. Then IMI came with a big bang to do what he does best. But the idea of they were using TC to silence the other people without reaching out to the public to say, this is what we want to do. Is there anybody with idea on how to do it? They did not come out to say. Instead, they were trying to surprise us. And King Okoro released the flyer. So when King Okoro released the flyer, I called King Okoro on the phone and said, King Okoro, what's going on? He said, they sent him a flyer and they were asking him to correct his name when they already know his name. So what is he going to correct? So all he need to do was to send it out.
Oh, God.
So you can imagine that. You already know his name. Why sending it? You know, so the flyer itself, the issue of logo and no logo were another issue. Why did Emmett put his logo there? They were bone of contention. But at the end, a lot of logos came in. What was the argument for from the beginning? You gave somebody a job to do. He put his logo there as a sample. If for them to approve or not. But they released the flyer without approval. Still, logos came through. You know. So
yeah, you know.
I also give him a good credit for being able to bring the people together. But next time they're doing this, they need to reach out to the people who are on talk shows. Me and you will do talk shows here. We have never failed one day, bro.
Yeah.
Our ideas has never failed us.
Yeah, I was a bit upset because the link, the what they call it, the Zoom link was supposed to be shared in your program, you know, but I was disappointed that the link was shared by personal individual program, not NIP on. So I requested, and the brother copied his.
I did make a call to Dr. General Dozier, the indomitable lions of NSV. I did tell him to go on live on Facebook, NSV Facebook. So that way they can monitor the activities. But when I saw the thing come online, at first I didn't want to come in. I thought, okay, let me just go and see what he's doing in there. And when I get in there, the whole thing, I saw it falling apart. You know, the people that want to be, you see, when you are a leader, you have to lead well. It's very important. So, because at the end of the day, if that show was outside, people were already trying to.
Yeah, we come here.
So the things next time they want to do things, they need to balance it and make sure everybody is put in loop, so that when things are happening, you know, there were no discipline committee set up in place to monitor and check.
Anyway, why will okay?
Yeah, so there were no discipline committee. So why would you set up because if you go on the show on a hall, you have security guards. Since we are in a digital platform, there would have be committee set up in place to take care of any unwanted issues, but those were not done. And then you employ musicians to come and perform for people that are sitting in the chair.
Yeah, but
so even when I was dancing to Walesi's song, one Mr. Hatred switched my mic off so that they wouldn't be hearing what I was saying. I mean, you bring a musician. Walesi is my man. We all do shows together. And it's for me to cheer him up, all they did was to switch my mic off so that people would not hear what I was doing. Why would you bring a musician and you don't want people to sing along with him? That was a complete disaster. It was uncalled for whoever switched our mic off that day. where they rightly know yeah.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, my computer is. Are you hearing my voice?
Yeah, I can hear your voice.
Yeah, I don't know. They're trying to call me from Nigeria.
Okay, I'll get you to fix it up. Then we
Yeah.
continue.
Keep on the broadcast. I'll come back in.
Okay, no worry, bro.
Yeah.
So, guys, while I was Jervis trying to fix his computer, what happened what happened on Saturday was very, very. I don't know. It's all right. We come to a time that we had a big problem, a big crash on the whole program. The organizers have thought, possible way the whole program will go, smoothly. And, but it get to a time that we have a protest. When the ambassador spoke, I shared the link in my page here, so most of you watched the link. When after the ambassador spoke, a brother raised up and asked, "What are we celebrating?" He actually made this statement that Nigeria doesn't need to celebrate anything. That this time around there's no unity in the country. That everything in the country is going scatter, going everywhere. So it's kind of very uncalled for any of us to come up to celebrate anything. It's kind of that I was so shocked that our ambassador couldn't say, okay, let me address this guy. He spoke well. He tells us about a lot of relationship between Australia and Nigeria. He started very poor, but at the end, his talks begin to make sense. He actually tells us that Nigerian, that we focus on oil, and he said Nigeria is the fourth oil producing country in the world. Again, there's something he mentioned that I want you guys to take notice. He tells us that Nigeria, in terms of internet, is ranked 12th in the world. That every Nigerian youth is interested in technology. Then, again, he tells us about the mining going on in Nigeria, that Nigeria have a lot of natural mineral resources on tap, which Australia themselves, they are interested on those natural mineral resources. These are something that if our government have this idea, okay, I'll deal with here. Okay, sorry, I was there 1 minute. If our government has 1 minute, if our government have this idea that Nigeria have all this, that Nigerians are good in technology, a lot of Nigerians are using technology. Why can't Nigerian government start investing on technology so that his country will be prepared, so that other country will come in and tap in our resources? Anyway, I was here. Keep going before I continue this.
So yeah, the issue of NSV is a little bit of I can say that the idea of thank you TC, we're not delivered because it's so surprising me when everybody come online and say thank you TC, and when the TC were supposed to deliver, they were still waiting for people to tell them thank you, and that's where all things went wrong. I commend their effort for what they've been doing so far, but if you cannot deliver all you promise at the last minute, all you have been doing will not be counted. As for me, the independence celebration were not supposed to be done. They were supposed to celebrate 20 years anniversary of the NSV. That is what I was expecting them to do. Not an Independence Day that is in Africa that is met with series of diseases they cannot cure. They don't have the tablet for corruption. They don't have tablet for SARS. They don't have tablet for COVID-19. And all these things are all there. Armed robbery, kidnapping. The economy is stagnated. They're telling people that they are making money from agriculture that they have abandoned for years.
So yeah, we'll come back to what the ambassador said. The ambassador started very poor. He could not he could not make good reference. But at the time he picked up. So you wonder that Nigeria being
I did not listen to the speech of the ambassador. The ambassador,
I'll
what's
give
his
you
name?
something. He says something I like so much anyway. He says some few things about technology, about untapped mineral resources, but he didn't tell us where those untapped mineral resources are. So I reckon that's the one Chinese are tapping in Zamfara. The Northerners, they have gold in Zamfara and Sokoto. That's the one Chinese are working on. Chinese are taking those things overnight without accounted for.
Not the other in Sokoto. The world highest deposit of gold is in Kaduna.
Okay, could you imagine?
They are sitting on top of it there. That's why you go to Adamawa. They have a lot of. That's where the Chinese were just taking their gold with. They have more than 5 tons of gold dust. They were going to take away. They already made them into dust, so that it's easy for them to carry.
To carry.
Bags.
So yeah, people are talking about this thing. They have in Plateau State, dust. What they call those things? Marble, whatever.
Emerald and Sapphire.
Yeah. So all those untapped things that we are talking about, the ambassador tried to highlight those things, and he said that Australian government is really interested on those things. So if Australian government is interested on these things, we are asking, would the Australian government take free on stopping corruption? Australian government does not, in any way support corruption. In fact, if you're a Nigerian politician that have a questionable character, the Australian government will not let you have visa coming to this country. If we have such a problem, if there's such a thing, and Nigeria is very corrupt, the Australian government still go in Nigeria to invest when they corrupt because they have to go through bribing. And this is what Australian law is actually against us. So ambassador,
the Nigerian law is not that because it's not working, because the people that is implementing it are the ones stuffing it up. The same law applicable here in Australia is the same law applicable there. It's the Commonwealth nations. There are only a little bit changes in the law, just like the way NSB has been changing all the constitution. They've changed that they are creating a mini nation inside Australia. They're now calculating how many senators they are going to get from all the districts. I can see all the map. They are posting it every day. I begin to wonder, where are we heading up to? Is it because there's technology? Everybody want to press the button. We have 5 people in Benson. We have 3 people in Sapati. There's 300 in Craigieburn. I just begin to laugh because they want to start creating senators and House of Representatives everywhere. That is not the way forward, brother. They're only going to create confusions and create anarchy. So, my brothers, you see, the state of the mineral resources in Nigeria is so much that Nigeria government don't even know what they have. Adamawa State is has the highest number of mineral resources in Nigeria. Edo State have about 15 to 20 mineral resources. Every state in Nigeria, there's a mineral resources that's still not yet discovered. See, over the years, we focus on oil because the reason Nigeria government focus on oil is easy for them to carry with ship and sell and keep the money overseas without returning it back. That was what we were doing. When you lifted out, taking gold and diamond out of your nation, you have to pre-book who is going to buy it. And in most cases, the issue of injustice might come through. People might not buy your stones, or because of corruption and the like. It's like what happened in Liberia and Sierra Leone. So if any gold found in a war-torn zone or minerals resources found in a war-torn zone is difficult to market, especially when it's coming out of Africa. They all discover that Africa is lacking a lot of resources. Why are you going to start tapping their mineral resources and bringing it to overseas and start selling it for illegal price without remitting the money back? Our military, if you look at the setup of the military personnel, they are all entitled to oil ship when you become a general, brigadier.
Yeah, I have seen on that.
Yeah. even when you work with the oil companies, the moment you attend a kind of managing directors and all, they start using oil ship or oil tanker to compensate them. That's why you see that if you retire as a general, a brigadier, a colonel in the Nigerian army, you're already a billionaire.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
no
yeah.
Nigeria colonel or even WO2 that is suffering in Nigeria. They are all made through the oil racketing. Nearly all the generals have the oil block certificate for them to market, get a block and sell oil. So that's why you see little girls now are becoming a billionaire. You know, just 1 minute.
So, guys, like Ambassador Jeff is saying, Nigerian economy is really, really out of hand. We are in a trouble. We ask Australian government take very good integrity on the character of citizens and the way government invest, because people question. I'll tell you guys a story about Nigerian currency. Like, the Nigerian currency himself, like, I think I have Nigerian currency here. I'll show you guys something. I don't have the Australian currency, but I'll show you something about Nigerian currency. Anyway, guys, Ambassador Jeff is back. Why is he here? Ambassador Jeff, I'll just try to show them something about
the
Nigeria.
kids is just giving me a little bit. I have to think about severally.
I'll show you guys one thing. One day I will tell you guys about my hobby. My hobby is about collector. I'm a collector. Do you see my back?
Yeah, I can see a lot of trophies.
Yeah, I'm a collector. So, but I'll tell you guys.
I collect coins.
Yeah, I don't know if you collect coins.
About 2 kilos of coins of so many countries I have been to. I have currencies of
I have currencies every country. All these are countries. This is actually Qatar. So one day I'll just expose myself for you guys actually. But one thing I want to show you guys about Nigerian currency. This thing you saw here, the code you saw on Nigerian currency, before Nigeria started printing this morning, Australia logged in to print this code to help us to print this security. Do you know that Australian currency and Nigeria is almost the same? Australia logged in to do that for Nigeria by Dave Steven. But because Australia does not have ambassador in Nigeria, Australia only has icon. Australia has to walk through UK. Then it's when Virgin, Virgin Airlines is coming to Nigeria then also through Virgin. So, but they asked Australian government to pay bribe in order to win the contract to help us print chips on this money for security reason. So Australian government wanted to play the rule, but the bribe Australia don't want to give it direct to Nigerian government. So it has to go to UK ambassador. The UK ambassador actually fought Australian government. That's during the time of Howard. UK government collected money from Australian government. They wanted to cut share from Nigerian government. During Obasanjo, I think the voting flopped. So Australian government have to pull out. Now it's Malaysia. Malaysia, they are the people in charge of this, not Australia. So it could have been Australia. That's why we have similar money with Malaysia. Okay.
That is the only currency that is a little bit authentic.
Yes.
Authentic in Nigeria. The remaining currency is a postal paper.
Yes. So
that's only 20 naira. That is a little bit authentic. The remaining paper is useless.
Yes. I know Logard Brown. Sure, you are in Saudi Arabia. No, not Saudi Arabia. Dubai. Is that the same currency with you guys? I think this is from one of those Qatar or something. Look at this Logan or something. Is that the same currency with you guys? Can you see it? If you're watching Logan. So I'm not sure. So I got this that one from Qatar. But Ambassador Jeff, I will tell you. Actually, I was telling my friend today. I got something today. Let me just do this briefly because I will discuss that about currency later. I was telling a friend of mine, I got this First World War badge. So I have to just vintage. I'll give it out to vintage today. Then one archaeologist or whatever I call himself text me and ask me, do you still have it right now? I say yes. He say, did I want to meet in Melbourne? This is after I finished my work today. He was just texting me, you know. I told him no, I just wanted to know the value. That's all. So he, okay, it's like no, it's not Dubai. That's when I was in Qatar. I think it's different from Dubai. Just check. I don't know. Did they use the same currency in Dubai? I don't know. I don't know.
I've never seen that currency before. So
yeah, I went to. You know, I took Qantas airline, so they frauded me. No, not Qantas airline. I took Qatar airline. They fraud me.
okay.
So I told them in Nigeria that I took business class to Nigeria.
One currency that I was unable to use was when I was in Cambodia, 1998. I changed that money at the airport. At the time I get to town, I was going to use the money to pay for the test.
Wait.
They would refuse to take the money off my hand. I have to go back to the airport to change the money back to dollars.
What is this?
That is Cambodia.
I told you. Let me give you a bit of this about me.
They refused to take the money from me. 1998.
See? This is all about nations. Oh, this is just like collection.
I have a lot of it, bro. India, in Mozambique, Swaziland,
no, we're talking about America,
Indonesia, Malaysia. I have America, a lot, bro.
I have, but I want
a lot of currency.
Anyway, let's just keep going.
Malawi, Zambia, Zaire, I have all of them.
Anyway, so what we are saying is that I was here. So why I'm just asking this because I'm also going to talk about Australian government coming to invest in Nigeria again. So I know that Australian government doesn't have good experience in investing in Nigeria.
To get this clear, Australian government, they are in Nigeria.
They are.
In the mining industry, Australia are the people doing it. They are in the mining industry. To say they are coming to invest in Nigeria, what are they coming to invest on? Technology. The first thing the government of Nigeria need to do with the Australian government is to normalize the trade.
Okay.
The trade. They need to normalize it. That is one of the problems we are having in this country today because we only have an embassy here just to issue passport. Nothing else. There's no trade link between Nigeria and Australia.
Yeah, that's a kind of, you know, we could have, they need to create a forum that we have to ask the ambassador. You know, I'm telling you this about
they arrive in this country, they always stay in Canberra. It's only when you invite them to come and issue passport here, that's when they will come to Melbourne. So they don't have any job doing here.
You see, I was in a meeting with where ambassador, the former ambassador was, and they have some of the telecommunication officers that during Fred yeah. Okay. They, you know, we asked, you know, some technical question I asked ambassador, you know, I said, how are you guys paying your house rent? How are you guys paying the money for where you are taking in Australia? Because you know in Australia, you don't own house in Australia. You have to pay tax every year. How do you make those money? How do you make money to pay? Because being a Nigerian ambassador, you may have at least 2 Australian citizens here. Because the Australian government will not allow you to run totally on Nigeria. You must have 1 Australian citizen.
No, the secretary on the customer services is an Australian person, and there's another guy called Genevieve. He's also in that embassy. I don't know if he's gone now. So there are 2 or 3 Australians working in the embassy there.
Yeah, that's how it works in every country. They are like eyepiece of that country to watch what you guys are doing, so that you don't. Not that the Australian government will come into your embassy, but they just have to see what you guys are doing. Then I ask, how do they make money to pay these people? Do you know that Nigerian embassy in Canada, in every part of the world, are in trouble because no trade going on here, no tourism. People are scared to go to Nigeria. These are things that you need to encourage us, you know, about the independence we have here. Like you say, it's not about the celebration. It's time for us to begin to talk about the problem. There's a mail that talk about the or something that says, why are we celebrating? We need to separate our own way. I forgot his name, maybe Olumi something. You remember the mail?
Anyway, we don't have to deviate out of what we're here for.
Yeah.
The issue of Nigeria is very, very complex. Very, very complex. Africa is still in colonization, while the white are in the space race. There's a big dichotomy in between. Everything happens, we always try to blame the colonial power. They've left the countries for us to manage ourselves, and that is what we ask for. And right now, the first crop of people the matter of power we're given to were just sent by devil.
Yeah.
When they arrive, their wing were still hopping. They refused to perch and put their leg down. At the time they put their leg down, everything put in place by the British government, they started removing all of them. The only one thing they left behind is the link on how to transfer money into the British bank. That is the only thing they left behind. So that whatever they take here, they just dump there. In most cases, they die. And they don't even know how much. In fact, I can tell you that the money they're using to run UK, half of them is from Africa. They are all stolen money.
Yes. But today I was telling myself, when we talk about Africa, I think the Africa we're talking about is the black one. Because Tunisia is doing well, Morocco is doing well on their own, Egypt is doing well, Algeria is doing well. It's the black Africans. We done something wrong to God? That's what I'm asking myself today.
The black race have all the dividends of being able to govern themselves. But because we are so greedy, now only me one chop. That's all. You see, like I said before, when the British government hand over the power, they hand over the power to devil. They didn't give it to the man of God. The only fear in Nigeria is the fear of men, not the fear of God. That is where they make the whole mistake. See, when a devil give birth, a devil can never give birth to a son of God. The devil give birth to devil. These people were corrupt already. You see, they were fighting Aguiyi Ironsi. From Aguiyi Ironsi, they were fighting all these people that were on top there. They were very young. They did not see, they have not seen money before. And yes, you just give them the bank, you give them the central bank, you add the secretary and the stamp to stamp all the money out. You give to them, bam. Azikiwe begin there, Azikizi. They start begin to blow BB grammar.
Yes.
I want to work in with this BB grammar. And Abiola and Obasanjo, who never want to see any Yoruba people become a president, they were all king players. They destroyed the administrative system of Nigeria. Completely destroyed it. And they never allow room for the people underneath them to survive. They rarely tell everybody. Abiola said the telephone is not made for the poor. It's made for the rich. Today, the same telephone is they set up. Where is it? Do we still have landline in Nigeria?
No, I don't think so.
They shut everything down. They shut everything completely down. Today, we are all borrowing. Nigeria is borrowing network.
Oh, man.
It's a borrowed nation. We borrow everything. As far as the network, we borrow it. We borrow. I was in Abuja. We were doing the live show broadcast 1st of October. Everything we brought in, we could not see one bar to connect internet from Abuja. That's the federal capital.
So do you think what we're, like you said, so people ask, what are we celebrating? This is a big problem for the youth. What are we celebrating?
No. It's not a big problem for the youth. The youth are heavily happy. They are very happy.
Very happy.
Get it right, bro. The youth are very happy to be there. People that live in a state without tap water will tell you borehole is the best water to ever drink. And then you have pit of toilet behind that borehole. 3 days later, he's having typhoid. You have malaria. And then you go and blame the grandmother in the village, that the grandmother in the village is witchcraft, is the one that is giving you typhoid. When you know the water you are drinking, you didn't even boil it, you just zip it from the ground. You just drink it. That's it.
Mm.
So the youth is the problem of Nigeria. Because if the youth get it right, the people on top will not misbehave.
Yeah. You know, they said, I was listening to Fela. Fela said Nigerian people they are scared to go and protest, and that is actually true. Something Fela said. You think that Fela is a prophet?
It's not, my brother. It's not about protest. You rightly know that if you go out to protest, they're gonna arrest you. They're gonna shoot you. They're gonna do all this to you. Change of heart is what Nigeria need. I have been doing this for 10 years, 20 years, and no benefit. Why? If they ask you to come and vote, if any election, and they ask everybody to come and vote, when they discover that nobody show up in the ballot box to go and put paper in the ballot box, what would they do? The government is crumbled. At the time everybody sit at home, nobody went to go and vote because we've been voting. We are not getting any dividends of what we are voting. 2005, the road from Abuja that is coming to Benin it has not yet passed Lokoja. Even the one that get to Lokoja, 2005, how many presidents have we have since 2005? Yaradua died in power. We have Abacha, we have Goodluck Jonathan, there's now Buhari, we have Obasanjo. How many presidents? From Abuja to Benin, they failed to do it. Now you are using, my manager take 9 hours from Benin to Abuja. 9 hours, brother.
Wow.
It's like flying from Melbourne to Thailand.
Wow.
9 good hours. You just pray when you start the journey. You keep to pray until you get to, because we have Boko Haram inside our forest. We have Fulani Esme inside our forest.
And the road is not good.
Kidnappers, courtesan, everything inside our forest.
Oh man.
You can't imagine that. So you begin to wonder when somebody is raising his hand for presidency, you begin to ask him questions. What are your agenda? What are you going to bring to table? Since we started with Buhari, is there any substantial project has it done? Is it just flying to the other time